Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matthew from therighttrader.com. Guys, we are back to a clear view on what's going on with Bitcoin. And look at this, guys. Exactly as predicted, we can see that we are breaking above the upper downtrend line. And that is mean that we are potentially leaving this pattern, this flag pattern here, which was a bullish pattern, because now we are getting the breakout above $26,900, and this could very quickly lead us to going back up to some higher levels, right? We're going to be looking at, of course, 27,500 as soon as we break that, guys. You can also see that we had a resistance there with the Fibonacci retracement that I drew. So anything after that, guys, will very likely cause us to see a massive move up to at least $31,000 short-term price target. But of course, if you've been watching the channel, you guys all know that I am really looking here for a move much higher, right? We are talking about a move that could potentially kick us up all the way to above $40,000 even. Okay, so if we look at that with the Fibonacci levels, right, our main target after we break out above 31,000 is going to be that $40,000 area. Of course, there's going to be some serious resistance there, so I'm going to put in a other horizontal line there, just because you can see that previously in the past this was an area of heavy resistance and distribution. And then we'll also notice that after this $40,000 level, which I do believe, based on everything I'm seeing in the space, that we will be able to break above that as well. Well, there's only really one last target left, and that's going to be the 2.618 Fibonacci level. Okay, that is at a massive $54,000 area. So anywhere between let's call it, if you want to be very safe, 43,000, but really anywhere between 48,000 and right below 55,000. This would be kind of the take profit area right up here in this range. So that is what I'm personally doing right now. I have trades open where I am aiming for that, and that's my target area. Okay, I'll probably start unloading around 44,000, and then if we can get up here, that's where I'll take most of my profits. Why is that? That's because if we look back a little bit more, we're now going to go to the weekly chart, guys. You'll notice that back in the previous crypto winter, okay, and I'm actually going to pull out the crypto rectangle tool. We're talking about the previous crypto winter here, 2018 to 2020. Well, you'll notice that we had a pretty substantial move higher, right? And in fact, in terms of percentage levels, this was from the bottom a full 300% move. Okay, so if we take our bottom here of 15,500 and we bring it up to our 2.618, well, guess what? Where does that bring us? 250%, right? That would be a very likely target based on the previous performance. However, what we do have to know is that in the past we did fall back down after that before getting our full-blown bull run. Okay, and that is what I want you all to be careful here. Is yes, we have this great opportunity, don't miss out on this. I am making sure that I'm not, but I'm not going to be ignorant thinking that we're just going to go to the moon right here, right? Meaning when we hit this upper area, because I know that we're very likely to see a pretty strong pullback that could push us back down to some of the lower levels near $20,000 or so. And that's exactly how I see this playing out, guys. So hopefully that gave you a pretty good idea of what's going on with the chart here. And I just want to say that, yes, this is great news. We closed on the daily here above the area. So we're retesting this now, but I think this is going to hold, and I think we're going to be pushing higher as we move forward here. And there's also some big news pieces that I want to talk about. And we're also going to be looking at some other charts here from Plan B that are really important for you to get a big picture of what's going on. First off, development and progression on the Bitcoin network is never ending, guys, and that's why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin specifically. Earlier this year already, I had kind of become a bit of a Bitcoin maxi. I'm definitely the most Bitcoin maxi I've ever been. You can see that the market dominance of Bitcoin is reaching 50% very fast. I don't think it's going to stop there, right? Right now, even Ethereum is looking like a bit of a small coin compared to Bitcoin, which is above $500 billion in market cap. All other coins have lost a substantial amount of market value. Okay, And I also want to mention the fact that Binance, which by the way, it's the exchange that I still trust and use personally, link in the description below, they are integrating the Bitcoin Lightning Network. We're seeing more people do this, and that's going to allow for the Lightning Network to fully take shape and allow for those laser fast transactions on Bitcoin, very cheap as well. So that's something that we can all look forward to as well. On top of this, guys, this was huge news today. Actually caused a little bit of a pump. Deutsche Bank applies for a license to offer crypto custody service. Okay, that's the biggest bank in Germany, and guys, they are looking to get into crypto. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? We just saw a week ago BlackRock do the same thing. Okay, these are huge banks, huge institutional players, and they're getting into crypto. When? Well, in a very, very good time for them and their clients, because as we know, guys, we are right now in an area very similar to the previous crypto winter back here. Okay, now what's even funnier is if you look at very, very simple and available charts showing long-term performance of Bitcoin, guys, Plan B is one of the best people for that. You'll notice that we are at basically the best times to buy Bitcoin, right? Now, yes, is there a possibility that we could fall back a bit lower here, maybe go to 20,000? That's possible. I'm not going to say that can't happen, right? If we look at my other main chart here, which is this one right here, we can see that if we were to lose our uptrend line here, our megaphone formation, we would most likely fall a bit lower, down to even as low as $20,000 here before bouncing off our main uptrend line, right? This blue uptrend line over here. However, guys, like I said, first off, with all this news and everything, this is very unlikely to happen. But regardless if we're at 20,000, 22,000, 24,000, 28,000, look at the long-term picture, guys. This is the Bitcoin Relative Strength Index, RSI, and you can see here light blue, guys. Look at back in the past where there was other light blue moments back in 2011, 2015. It was always, for the most part, at extremely low prices, right? That then followed massive bull runs. You can see here in red and orange, okay? And look at this other chart, guys, the Bitcoin 200-week moving average. This is also very key for long-term holders. And you can see here that the only time we reached such a low statistical point here with the 200-week moving average was back in 2015, where we hit light blue on the chart. And guess what, guys? There's very few times where we did this, but one of the main times where we're seeing the exact same thing pan out is right now. Yes, you heard that right, guys. Statistically, Bitcoin is acting as it did in 2015. Okay, let's go back to 2015 so you guys know what we're talking about here. Okay, because this is important stuff, and I don't think most people really realize that this is going to be one of the last major Bitcoin bull runs. You don't want to miss out on this, guys. Well, let's go back to mid to late 2015. That's right over here, guys, right over here. And for those who weathered out just a little bit more time of not moving that much higher too quickly, actually it started moving up higher, but those who were patient, guys, caught one of the biggest bull runs ever in Bitcoin, guys, bringing the price from as low as almost $100 all the way up to $20,000, guys. Just think about that. That is literally 200x return, I believe. Okay, massive numbers. And we're not going to see as big as a percentage gain, okay, this time around, but the general movement could be very similar here, okay, meaning that right now we know we're in a slump as we were in the bear market, as we were in 2015, but shortly thereafter, a year or so thereafter, especially with the halving is coming up, we could see a massive bull run like we had back here. And of course, we know that these bull runs are major every time. You don't want to miss out on them, right? It'll cost you dearly if you miss out on those bull runs, guys. And I think I just gave you a very clear picture on everything you need to know about Bitcoin. Don't miss out on this, guys. Be smart. Not financial advice, but hopefully if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, guys. And of course, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Check out my technical analysis master course if you want to get into technical analysis trading. And I'll be seeing you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a great day. Thanks for watching.